I cannot change the past. Nobody has that power. You're the future. And that's why I'm here. Because the power lies in your hands.
I'm here with Holocaust survivor Eva Olsson, and she was here in Carman talking with a bunch of students about her experiences. What is your main message that you share with your audience?
Eliminating hate.
Sometimes people die of old age, and some people die because the doctors cannot help them. And other people die maybe of some type of accident. But in time, we learn to deal with those losses. You know what I have not yet been able to deal with? 11 million people died. Not because they were too old to live. Hate that silenced their voices. And that is not acceptable.
What was your worst moment in the Holocaust?
My worst moment that was then, 70 years ago, still is today. That my mom at 49, how she perished.
At that point, I held the hand of my oldest niece, tiny little blonde girl. Her name was Judy. And my mom had her little sister, the 1-year-old, on her arm. Her name was Hetty. The 2-year-old Kathy was hanging on to my mom's skirt. A prisoner came over and he whispered, "Give the child to an older woman." He didn't tell me why. I wasn't about to let go of her hand. Not until he came back the third time. Had I not let go of Judy's hand, I wouldn't be here. I would have gone where most of my family went, except at that point, I didn't know where they were sent.
During the Holocaust, what kept you alive?
Not to give up hope that someday I will have to tell what happened. That's what kept me going. Also the fact that my younger sister was with me for the whole year, and I felt responsible for her.
I want to look after her. So I couldn't die there. And then in my mind, I was thinking about the Nazi bullies. They stripped us of many things. First of all, human rights, human dignity. And everything that they could take away, they took away.
So very often, if you take our mind off ourselves, our problem is less than somebody else's. A senior student said, "I see the pain in your face. Why are you doing it?" I said to him, "I'm going to answer it with a question. Does your mom and dad talk about this at home?" He said, "No." One 15-year-old boy wrote to me. When I went home and told my mom, that's locally where I live, about you, and my mom said, "Don't let those things go through your head." She didn't have enough dignity to give her son the time. Just listen, if nothing else. Just listen. He needed to talk. Somebody has to.
My grandson was also bullied. Where we live in Ontario, in his high school, 1,100 students. One of them, there were many bullies, but one of them called him a stupid Jew. That didn't bother my grandson because he knows who he is. What bothered my grandson that the teacher was standing in the hallway, he said nothing, and he did nothing. He became a bystander. Today, when I leave your school, I will leave with hope in my heart. Hope that I've touched one of yours. One.